Alright, welcome to the first episode of XCom 2 Multiplayer Goes Berserk. Recently, Firaxis released the Alien Hunters DLC, and they thought Berserkers were not powerful enough in the multiplayer, so they buffed the hell out of them. Now, instead of choosing between two moves or a move and an attack, they get two moves and an attack, with a high chance to stun and a small chance to instantly kill any biological unit. Um, there's really no limit to what they can kill in terms of point cost. They can kill anything from a chrysalid to a fully buffed out Psi Operative in one hit, and it's quite fun. So in this video, I'm going to be kind of showcasing some Berserker squads. You can see here I've got 4 Berserkers lined up, and behind them a Ranger and a Shield Bearer. The Shield Bearer is mainly to support the Berserkers. He puts the extra 3 HP on them. For a total of 12 extra HP. The Ranger is because I discovered a interesting weakness to the Berserker comps, in that they're very weak to ladders. If an opponent stacked all their units on top of a rooftop and blocked each of the ladders with a unit, the Berserkers had no way up. So now I have the Ranger Colonel to make sure that ladders are clear, and to also kind of sneak around and take out a high priority target or something that'll do a lot of damage to the Berserkers. Namely, another Ranger, Psi Operative, or Chrysalids. Berserkers seem to be a little bit weak to Chrysalids because that poison just doesn't go away and they can focus fire the Berserkers down. And then it's kind of bad news. Okay, so let's see if we can find a match. Okay, so it looks like we found a match with all Unreal. This is just a quick match, not a ranked match or anything. So we'll just jump into it and see how it goes. Okay, so here we are in our first match. They go around. Looks like we've got some buildings, cover, and they're probably back here somewhere. Very small map, which is good for us. So what I like to do with the Berserkers, it's a small map. I'll run them up a little bit. And actually bring the Shield Bearer up. And the Ranger up, just to make sure everyone's covered.
Rolling.
And I'll go ahead and use the shield now. Normally I'd wait until turn 2, but since it looks like a pretty small map, go ahead and get it out of the way. Now what I like to do is get all my Berserkers up where they can do a lot of damage next turn. And I'm assuming that they're on the other side of the building here. Somewhere over here. So ideally, I want to be able to scout something with the Ranger, and then have my Berserkers all converge on it.
Digging in.
And you gotta love the bug where the camera gets centered on one unit. So I am by no means an XCom 2 expert. You know, I lose about half my games unranked. Probably about a third of my games unranked. I've just been having a lot of fun with it, especially with the melee comps. I was running them before the Alien Hunters DLC, normally with a combination of Berserkers and Chrysalids. But now that Berserkers have been buffed so heavily, I've been running around with 4 or 5 of them when I can.
Confirmed.
See if I can see anything with my ranger here. It doesn't look like it. Alright, so we'll move up. Probably going to trigger an overwatch on this guy. But ideally I want to move him out of line of sight. The question is, are they coming around this way, or are they stacking up behind the building? This should reveal a little bit of intel. And it looks like they might be camping pretty hard. In which case, we'll get our guys into position. This comp has a tendency to absolutely crush campers, which I like because camping's kind of neat. Let's see if I can see anything from this roof. Might actually lose a Berserker next turn if they have an eye on it. That sets us up really well next turn. It does look like he can see someone. Okay. So they are behind that building. I mean, my ranger is very far out of position, which is unfortunate. I kind of rely on the rangers a little bit. Very late. Let's go ahead and move him over here. Shield bearers actually do quite a bit of damage post-patch. One of the only problems with the Berserkers that I've noticed is they don't seem to see as far as some of the other units. So a lot of times enemies can shoot at them from out of the fog of war. You kind of have to just guess where they are. Nice try, Advent Trooper. What else have we got over here? So even just using one Berserker as bait, they can typically bait out an entire team's worth of attacks, which is not bad for 1,500 points. We've got another guy over here. I'll probably remove the shield. Oh, maybe not. So maybe an officer. It doesn't sound like a grenadier. Sound design is pretty critical in XCom 2. It can give you a lot of information in multiplayer. Come on, what else have you got? Oh, there we go. So he might decide to overwatch, or he might actually open fire. Looks like a grenadier, but he's going to be a very high priority target for my Berserkers. And I think he can only see these two. I don't think he can see the ones back here, but they can sure get to him in this turn. Okay, so since he fired twice, all the Overwatches in the world aren't going to stop a full health Berserker from getting to him. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he can see anything yet, so we're going to go ahead and charge in with this guy. That should give us some good intel. Oh no, it looks like they've got someone up on the overpass. Probably a sniper. Yeah. And there's the officers. Oh, just a night trooper. There's the officer. And you should be stunned, or at least disoriented. Yep. So stunned for 2 turns. And that revealed... I thought I saw something else over here. We'll go ahead and take out this trooper. Oh, he's kill zoned. Interesting. That could be damaging. There it is. A ranger. Rangers are actually pretty good against berserkers. So we'll see how this goes for him. Yeah. Blade storm.
What?
Disoriented. That's unfortunate. I would have liked a knockout. Might be able to get one. Yeah, you got a lot of mileage out of that sniper. Oh, that's not good. So, maybe we'll be able to see him, maybe not. I would rather they attack my shield bearer. 56. 6. So let's go with the 56 to hit, because if it kills him, that'll take a lot of pressure off my berserkers. Not quite. Okay, that's fine. There's no way that my ranger can get over there in time. They're probably going to end up
Good to go.
losing a berserker next turn.
Hold in position.
Sure.
But his gunner is stunned, his ranger is disoriented. Still got his officer, a trooper, and his sniper. And we do know it's a sniper, not a gunslinger. I'd much rather face a sniper than a gunslinger. And now I'm all up in his business. Luckily he doesn't have double tap. And so because of that, he's not going to get clacked, or whatever it's called that lets him not get hurt by melee attacks, or all attacks on his next turn. So yep, probably going to lose a berserker here. But just that one. And this berserker should be in range to hit the sniper if the sniper doesn't move out of the way as well. Yeah, he should be able to get up that height. So the sniper is in a lot of trouble right now. And at that point I'll have this guy moved in and he can put pressure on other units. Looks like he's reloading.
Back online.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't move. He should move. Oh, pistol fire. Hopefully that 2 damage is worth it. So when they take damage, they actually get a mobility buff, which is not something that these guys were lacking previously. So let's see if I can... Yep. So we'll just pay his sniper a little visit. And 1 hit kill. Excellent. I want to fire with the shield bearer first. Since melee attacks trigger the ranger's reaction ability. And that'll free up my berserker. Yep, so there goes his ranger. And we'll go ahead and take out the trooper. At this point, we've effectively won. There's very little, if anything, we could do to come back from this. And we should be able to kill his last guy. Let's just... Oh, can't do a sword hit. So let's just come up here and see if we can shoot him. Just for fun. Just so that our ranger wasn't completely worthless. Good job, ranger. And that should be game. So we lost 1 unit. Oh, right, the
On the move.
heavy weapons guy is still stunned. Forgot about that. So they're actually a little bit resilient because of that armor. This composition's a little bit weak to armor. It has nothing that strips it, nothing that penetrates it. And his guy should be unstunned by now. Yep. So we'll see who he decides to attack. But right now he's staring down 3 berserkers, a ranger, and a shield bearer. And as a grenadier, there's nothing he has that can kill any of my units except for maybe a double grenade, on the which I've left out in the open. I do that quite a bit. So this sniper still has a health bar, but he is unconscious, so unless he had a medic to revive him, there's nothing he can do about that.
They're going down! That didn't
Interesting.
feel good!
Yeah, I guess he's a gunner, not a emotions expert. So, let's finish him off and go home.
I'm hit!
And stunned, not that it matters.
I'm under fire!
Yes. And even at 80%, he missed quite a bit. So another 80%.
Incoming fire!
And a miss! Alright. Well, we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Otherwise known as, you came to the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. 100% to hit on the range group.
This looks a little ugly.
1 damage.
Well,
1
we're still
whole
holding.
damage. Alright. So, there we go. 1 soldier killed. Only 3 soldiers wounded. And I only killed 3 of his. The ranger is bleeding out. The heavy weapons guy is bleeding out. And the sniper is unconscious, with half his HP left. So there you go. The power of Berserkers in XCom 2 multiplayer.